What's up, guys? My name is Ty, and tonight we go react to a couple of videos tonight. That was at the Trump rally or whatever. Now, it's a little bit late tonight, but it was no way that I was go in tonight without giving you guys some kind of content. Now, what we go react to, I got a couple of videos about the Trump rally that took place yesterday in the Bronx, New York. It was a lot of people out there, man. I think the crowd was over 30,000 people out there, and it was crazy. You know, it looked like the people was happy, they were celebrating or whatever, and it's something that the mainstream media will not report. They won't even give accurate numbers. You know, I saw a bunch of videos, and it was circulating around Twitter about, you know, Trump didn't have that many people coming up out there, and they showed like the early numbers, like in the early day when before the people actually got up out there. But you had everybody coming out there supporting Donald Trump, man. You had the Hispanics for Trump, you had the blacks for Trump, you had rappers coming out there to support Donald Trump. Even some trolls was out there, and they was out there, you know, trying to see what was going on at this Trump rally. But the fact of the matter is, everybody was out there, you know, good or bad. Now, with that being said, you know, the mainstream media won't report on Donald Trump because they don't want to give anything accurate. They'll go as far as they'll lie about, you know, his numbers of being up out there, which, you know, we all know what they is. They mainstream fake news. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play these videos, man, and I'm gonna give you my analysis as it plays through. The first video is basically everybody at the Trump rally and how they was responding to the Trump rally. We ain't gonna waste no more time. Let's rock and roll.
Where are you from?
The Bronx, actually.
I'm originally from the Bronx and from New York.
I'm from the Bronx.
Right here in the Bronx, New York. This is home, right here.
AOC says if you're not a Democrat, you don't belong here in the Bronx. Right. What do you say?
I disagree with that.
I don't think she should be here in the Bronx. I actually don't know any Democrats living in the Bronx.
Look, AOC, look at the tremendous support for Mr. Donald J. Trump.
You need to tell her then she need to stay out the Bronx because look at all the people around. Everybody's here for Trump.
I am a Democrat, and I belong here.
And who are you voting for?
Donald J. Trump.
What has AOC done for the Bronx?
She's done nothing for the Bronx. Nothing. Nothing's changed. Nothing's gotten any better.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Let her come to the Bronx and let her come among us people that struggle. She doesn't even know what struggle is.
And there you have it, guys. You know, you got a lot of these people coming out, blacks for Trump, Hispanics for Trump, and they basically, those people, they look like they was frustrated and disgusted with the Democratic Party, and you heard them call AOC out and said that she basically did nothing, absolutely nothing for these people out here in the South Bronx. And in my opinion, I just think that Donald Trump will flip New York red at this point. You know, I kind of doubted it at first, but I believe that he will flip New York red. Despite all the trolls coming out talking shit, I don't care because that rally said something completely different. I mean, it was crazy out there. And these people look happy, and they call that a cult. If that's a cult, then that looked like the happiest cult that I've never seen. And if they pissed off at the Democrats, Joe Biden, and the way they ran this country into the ground over the past 4 years. And they mainly calling out AOC because that's supposed to be her district. You know, that's bananas, bro. You know, that you had that many people out, but so many people claim that they hate Donald Trump, and they black. You know, but just because, and then you got Democrats. They even said that they even Democrats and they vote for Donald Trump. They support Donald Trump. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You know, like, everybody see what it is, man. They see what this economy going through. You got illegal immigrants coming out there, and then they in New York. They got illegal immigrants coming out there because they are sanctuary states, giving them free room and board and cash cards while they starving the American people out. And you think that these people go continue to come out and support the Democratic Party after that shit? Man, you got to be a fool or a goddamn fool to keep voting assholes like that in when they don't give a mother about you and nobody else. They don't even care about the illegal immigrants. They just want to try to get them to vote just so they can have the numbers. But anyway, let's continue to the next video. This woman basically, she actually spoke at the Trump rally, but she goes, she talking with Will Kane, and she dropping truth bombs. Let's rock and roll.
I'm very disturbed, number one, by these comments that these paid, elected officials off of our tax dollar are making towards a whole entire demographic of American citizens. They work for us. We don't work for them. They got it twisted, okay? Yesterday, out in the Bronx, that was electric. There was something supernatural about that whole entire experience. The energy that was in that park of people of all races, all creeds, all religions, all together on one accord. And we were happy and we were excited. It was magical. You had to be there to understand and feel the energy. None of those rich people in suits would ever step foot in there. Donald Trump did, and we had his ear. He showed us that he cared.
You know, Madeline, they've got away with saying that. They can feel confident because they've gotten away with saying those types of things for half a century.
Yeah.
Let me stop it right there. And I gotta agree, because I actually went to a Trump rally. I went to a couple of them. Back when he ran again in 2020, because like I said, I didn't support him when he first ran in 2016, but I did go when he was campaigning for the 2020 election. And I went to a few Trump rallies, man, and they was talking a lot of shit about how people, how they hate people. But if they was KKK members, and I'm just being honest with you, man, if they was like racist and KKK members and shit like that, bro, I don't think that, I can go to a KKK rally and just hang out with people like that. I'm just being honest. I don't think that I'd be able to do that. But when you go to a Trump rally, it's actually, the people are crazy nice. They treat you like you family out there, bro. At least that's how they did for me. And then, for the couple that I went to, they treated me like family. Like, oh my God, they were surprised to even see a black person out there, because it was so few that was actually, supporting them at the time. Well, I know a lot of people that were supporting them, but they didn't want to talk at the time because it was, it was kind of taboo to do it, which it still is to this day. But a lot of people, more and more people starting to come out and support them because they see what the economy is going through. It's funny that they had to actually live through the Bidenomics and the Democratic regime to see that how we was living in the first place. But like they said, you have to go through it, and they have to show you instead of telling you, because people were just so convinced that he was racist. If he was racist, he wouldn't have never been up out there, because that consumed mostly blacks and Hispanics. That's crazy in itself. The fuck out of here, bro. Let's continue.
They've gotten away with accusing their opponents of racism. They've gotten away with making broken and unfulfilled promises for half a century. Yeah. Why this time will it be different?
It'll be different because they fumbled us, okay? 60, 70 years of being loyal to a party that has never returned anything to our community. We have gotten nothing but welfare on top of welfare. Crime, dilapidated housing, failing schools, okay? Safe injection sites, abortion clinics, liquor stores, okay? What's the latest thing they put in there? Those legal weed spots. This is all they give us because they think that these are the things that will satisfy and pacify us. Keep all that crap, okay? Make some major investments in those communities and bring some serious jobs. Replace the guns, replace the drugs with hammers and nails and drills and steel worker and iron worker. All right, use those young men who were involved in the criminal justice system to renovate and rebuild that dilapidated housing and pay them good money with benefits so they can take care of their children, all right, and help lift them up out of poverty, all right, instead of enabling the outright just decimation, all right? Make some pathways that will help them avoid incarceration, right? All this crap that they're talking, I've been around a long time, a whole bunch of 24/7s, okay? And I voted Democrat loyally, and they have done nothing. They fumbled. They fumbled the black vote. They fumbled the minority vote. They fumbled the Democratic vote, and it's no more. It's over.
I'm gonna stop the video right there. I have to agree. When I was growing up, I supported the Democratic Party because my family supported the Democratic Party, and it was mostly because we black. You know, it's like if you black, you gotta vote Democrat. If you white, you vote Republican and shit like that. It's like black versus white or whatever. The way the way some people see it. But to be honest with you, even when George Bush was president, I actually had money. I was actually having a conversation with one of my coworkers about that, and we was like, actually, when Bush was in office, we was doing pretty good too, even though I didn't like Bush, you know, whatever, as a president. But I was very young at that point. I didn't understand politics. But the way they set it up is that they want, you know, the Democratic Party, and is who I mean. What they want is they want people on welfare. They want you to be able to depend on them. And somebody, you know, I once was told this by an elder of mine, that if somebody can give you something, they can damn sure take it away from you. And that's what a lot of the people fail to understand, the general population. You know, if you want to sit at home, you want to be lazy, and you want to live, and they mostly favor the women when they do shit like that, because they know a lot of women want child support, or a lot of women live off welfare, and you know, they literally depend on that shit. You know, and that's crazy. That's who they favor the most. Take the fathers out of the house, and the women don't need men and shit like that, and they, you know, they warping these people's minds and shit like that. And if they want men, if they want men in the picture in any kind of way, they want them feminized. You know, take the masculinity away. Try to emasculate as many men as possible so they can't fight back, because that's what they want. They want a dumbed down and weak society. They want you to fully depend on them. You will own nothing and be happy. That's their slogan. You will eat the bugs. That's the way they rocking. That's what they want. A weak, dumbed down society that don't know nothing and don't understand nothing. And the people that think that they know about politics, they don't understand politics, let alone know about politics. They just vote with their, they vote with their emotions instead of with logic. You know, these politicians, they bank on that. They get people to vote against their own will all the time. They put that shit in movies. I think I heard that shit on I heard that shit on one of the movies, man. But they got they speak on that. Politicians bank on shit like that. They bank on shit like that. But that's what you got, man. You know, the people just fed up with the Democratic Party altogether. And we need to get some we need to get some officials and some we need to groom some younger people, and we don't need 80-year-olds running the country, because everybody see what these people have done. They done ran this country into the ground. We don't need no 80-year-olds running the country. Number one, they old, and what's the difference between them running the country and a fucking 4-year-old or a 6-year-old running the country? These people losing their mind. Even for Donald Trump, you know, I think he should finish the job. But after him, we need to have some people that's younger to be running this country, you know, instead of having career politicians who's basically padding their pockets while everybody else being starved out. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section. I hope you guys like the video. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. Help my channel grow. And don't forget to hit that notification button so you know every time I drop a new video. Again, my name is Ty. I'm out. Peace.